Hello choir, my name is Mari Isabel Valverde. I am from North Texas. I'm a composer and I arranged Sérénade Italienne by Ernest Chausson for TBB Voices, and it got published this past year, and I just thought these were maybe lesser known French songs. Originally it was just the tenor line, the solo part. So I actually composed the other lines to go with it. So, of course, this is all in French, and French is kind of hard for American English speakers. So we're going to go step by step to learning it together. The most important thing to know with French is that there are closed and open vowels, which means basically your mouth is going to be more open or more closed. I will say there's a particular sound in here. It looks like an upside down H. The word N-U-I-T has this symbol. Nuit, multiple times, which means night. A lot of times this is mispronounced with a W sound. Nuit, oui. And you really want it to be E versus oui. Oui, you want E. So we're going to talk about how to make that sound. E, E. And so with the vowels, you have close and open. The letter A is usually a closed sound in French, which is ah. Very rarely you have it more open, ah. So you have ah and ah. The letter E can be pronounced a lot of different ways. The letter E by itself at the end of words a lot and would just be pronounced as a schwa. When we say schwa, we're talking about like that unaccented sound. In English, we have it all over the place. Like the, when we say the, that's a schwa. In French, the schwa is rather rounded in the lips. So instead of saying the, you would say the. There's a lot of lips rounding in French pronunciation. And then you have the open and closed E. The open E looks like a backwards 3 in IPA, and that's pronounced like pet in English. The closed E in English only really occurs as a diphthong. When we're saying the alphabet, we say A, which makes a diphthong. It makes two vowels smushed together. A. So really we just want the first part of that sound, which is A. So that's your closed E, and in IPA it looks like a lowercase e. And then you have the rounded E's. So there's a symbol in IPA that looks like an O and an E smushed together, and that's pronounced This is a very difficult vowel to sing. I'm always telling people to round their lips, which is kind of an odd thing to do when your mouth is so open. I call it the egg vowel because I think about like holding an egg between my lips. And then when it's closed, it's which to me sounds like I'm saying A, but I'm smashing it between my lips. And then the letter I is really easy. The letter I is always pronounced E. And then the letter O is usually an open sound, O. In the IPA, it looks like a backwards C, O. You do also have the O sound, which is the closed O sound. And IPA just looks like a lowercase o. O. It's a little rounder and darker than we have in English. O. And the French is usually spelled A-U. When you have O-U, that vowel combination is pronounced oo, which again, in theory, we sing oo all the time, but you know, in German and French, the sound is very focused and dark and forward. Ooh. I tell my students to say ooh la la, because if they say ooh, everybody knows how to say ooh la la. And that sound is the French oo. It's not the same as English. Like when we say ooh, the vowel's not focused the same way. It's ooh. And then the letter U. So you'll see U paired with other vowels, but when it's just the letter U, in IPA you'll see a lowercase y. The U alone is pronounced like the U with the two dots in German. And it's not an ooh sound at all. It's a round E. So when you see that symbol, I want you to think E, but with your lips smashed together. E, E. And this gives you the first sound of that UI sound. E, E. I think this would just be a great thing to practice. You're gonna keep your tongue as forward as it is whenever you say E, E. The entire time my tongue is really forward. But that's gonna give you that UI sound. What we don't want is we, which starts with an oo sound. We. There's a time and a place for that in French. That's like when you say yes, it's oui, O-U-I. But if it's just U-I, it's E, E. There are also nasal consonants. And in this one, there's only 3. So the first one you have is O-N. Sometimes it's O-M, and that's pronounced It's like you're putting the N or the M sound in your nose. And it's rather round and dark also. And then you have the stereotypical French sound, which is which is the A symbol with a tilde over it. It's a little squiggle over it. And that's pronounced on. So anytime you see E-N or A-N or E-M or A-M, it's pronounced on. The last one is the backwards 3 looking one, the open with the squiggly line on it, and that's pronounced This one gets mispronounced a lot too by American English singers as ah. It's not ah, it's It's more open. So I'm gonna go through everything slowly and then pause for you to repeat after. Partons, barque, sur la mer. For this one, you're really opening your mouth only for 2 parts of the line. So, partons, partons. You don't see my mouth opening very much. That's where you open. Barque. Make sure to round your lips for the schwa. Sur la. Both really closed sounds. Mer. There's the open sound. Pour passer la nuit aux étoiles. Pour passer la nuit aux étoiles. Vois. Il souffle juste, assez d'air. Vois. Il souffle juste assez d'air. Pour enfler la toile des voiles, pour enfler la toile des voiles. Le vieux pêcheur italien. Le vieux pêcheur italien. Et ces deux fils qui nous conduisent. Again. Et ces deux fils qui nous conduisent. Écoutent, mais n'entendent rien. Again. Écoute, mais n'entendent rien. For the bases, it's a little different for that spot. So you're just going to do écoute without the schwa. And then mais n'entendent, again without the schwa, rien. Aux mots que nos bouches se disent. So this one has lots of round vowels. Aux mots que nos bouches se disent. So for that entire line, the only time your lips aren't rounded is E for the word disent. Aux mots que nos bouches se disent. Again, for the bases, there's some omitted schwas. In the word bouche, you're just going to pronounce it bouche. Sur la mer, calme, sombre, Vois. Sur la mer, calme, sombre, Vois. Nous pouvons échanger nos âmes. Again. Nous pouvons échanger nos âmes. Et nul ne comprendra nos voix. Again. Et nul ne comprendra nos voix. Que la nuit, le ciel et les lames que la nuit, le ciel et les lames. That one's a little tricky because of all the different E sounds you have. You have le ciel, et, les, and you have l'âme. Le ciel et les lames. Excellent. Now we're gonna do everything in rhythm. I will do this somewhat slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Partons en barque sur la mer pour passer la nuit aux étoiles. Vois. Everybody has a different rhythm here, but the word is vois. You're not going to pronounce the S. I just want to stop to say measure 8, J-U-S-T-E. You want to make sure that you round your lips before the J sound happens. So, il souffle juste. So, juste. Okay, so I'm going to start at beat 2 of measure 8. 4, 5, 6. Il souffle juste assez d'air pour enfler la toile des voiles. Top of page 6, 4, 5, 6. Le vieux pêcheur italien et ses 2 fils qui nous conduisent. Écoutent, mais n'entendent rien. Aux mots que nos bouches se disent. Okay, basis. Top of page 7, 4, 5, 6. Écoutent, mais n'entendent rien aux mots que nos bouches se disent. Measure 22. 1, 2. Si la mer calme et sombre, Vois. Again, everybody has different rhythms. Measure 27. 4, 5, 6. Nous pouvons échanger nos âmes et nul ne comprendra nos voix. Que la nuit, le ciel et la lame. All right. If y'all have any questions, let me know. I know it's difficult. Thank you so much for singing my piece, and I am really, 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 really proud of you, and I'm really excited to hear y'all sing. Life is hard, so I really treasure these moments. Y'all take care.